Hello, and welcome to Between Two Beards. I'm Andrew, and today I have the unboxing of the new two-player starter set for Dropzone Commander. The game officially launches on September 28th, so if you're watching this on the 28th, you can run out to the store and pick it up today. If you're watching this after, then what are you waiting for? Just run out and pick it up. The game is from Hawk Wargames. I met these guys at Gen Con. Very cool group of guys and gals. They had a very burning passion for their game. They obviously really cared for their game and wanted their game to grow and expand and just become as good of a game as it could be. And so their love of the game was very obvious, and I latched onto that, and I have become very interested in Dropzone Commander myself. So I immediately dropped the money for pre-ordering the two-player starter set, and that's what we've got here today for you. There will be links in the description and maybe some annotation in here so you can have a link to their website so you can pick it up or purchase other products that are related to Dropzone Commander. Hope you enjoyed the video, and let's get on with the unboxing. So the new Dropzone Commander box just showed up at my house, and this is it in its packaging. Let's get this bad boy opened, since I've been waiting anxiously would be an understatement. Got this thing wrapped up pretty nicely for shipping, so that's good. I feel like it probably didn't get jumbled around too much, considering how well it's packaged in here. So those cut. Upside of this is I get to have the front of the box showing when I get this off of here. Last piece of tape here cut, and here it is, your first look at the actual box for Dropzone Commander. It's a pretty nice looking box. They had this picture in a huge just banner display at Gen Con. It's very cool looking. There's a lot of detail to it. Box is a little warped, but that's okay. It's just cut on into this and see what we got in here. So, trying to be kind of careful, of course. I mean, probably won't need the box again after this, but that's okay. Still. Looks like they got a front flap open on here. So once we get the box open, there's another piece of packing foam, which is nice since this is very, delicate resin pieces. So you got a bag of infantry bases. I'm assuming this is probably bases for everything. You got some flying bases. I know they're clear, so they're a little hard to see, but there's bases for your flying ships. So we have, what's this? Sprues. This bag has 3 sprues in it. So there's 1, 2, 3. Oops. And all 3 of these sprues look like they kind of have some of the same stuff on them. So, like, this sprue has part of the drop ship and the wings. There's some infantry right here. And this looks like one of the APCs. There's the treads. There's some tank treads for the, or I guess APC wheels. This must be the tank treads. So there's like some guns. But this is both sides of that sprue, and it's just kind of, it's pretty cool. There's, like I said, there's 3 sprues of that, and these all look identical. So there's 3 sprues of this, which looks like a lot of the, I'm going to get the name wrong, the UCM, I believe it's been called. I should learn their names since it's the faction I'm playing. This looks like 3 sprues of the Scourge stuff. So you've got their 1, 2, 3 sprues again. They all look the same again. You've got your infantry along the edge here. I think this is their tank. Might not be. But there's the edges for their flyer with their dropship. So that actually might be part of the dropship. I'm not really sure, honestly. I'm not really a big Scourge fan. So this is the Scourge stuff. So again, three sprues. They're all the same setup of stuff. This is kind of funny because this is actually like a not resin. I guess I bought one of the dropships, the Albatross for the UCM. UCM, that's their name, I believe. And that is a really high grade resin, but these are really like a plastic, like a hard plastic almost. I don't even want to say it's GW-esque plastic because it seems like it's actually better. The quality is just amazing on these molds. So moving on, we have the big rulebook, and it is version 1.1. So this is the current, most up-to-date version of the Dropzone Commander rulebook. I'm not going to open this up because I'll do a deal on the rulebook later. This is the back of the book. Oh, and never mind. So that's not the back of the book. There's actually Cityscape in here. So I will go ahead and open this real fast if I can get into it without slicing and dicing everything with my X-Acto here. So, let's get this opened up out of the way. So the rulebook, you know, pretty nice. So this is the back of the rulebook now. It's got the post-Human Republic versus the Shalatari, and the front again. So this is the rulebook, very nice. This looks like templates. So this is the template for different ship stuff, I believe. And this is your other templates. There's little markers. I'm assuming these might be objective markers of some sort. This is the quick reference sheet for the UCM starter stuff that comes in this box. It's got all of your stuff, everything on it, and it tells you, you know, you got your energy, weapon stuff, your charts. Tells you your basic force chart on the back side here, which is very nice. So what you have in the box is everything that's on here. And again, this covers that stuff as well. And then you have the Scourge reference sheet. It's the same kind of deal. You got your different charts and pluses and stuff. On the back, you've got your showing you your what you got in your starter. So this is everything that comes in the starter and how you're going to load it out to make this size points. And they have a quick start sheet in here, which I did not know about. I knew about the reference sheets from Gen Con, but I didn't know about this quick start sheet. So this looks like it's just going to tell you how to play the game a lot faster. Well, it's only 4 phases apparently. I'm very brand new to Dropzone Commander. I'm super excited to play it though. And the back side is showing you how to set up the table with the scenery. I'm assuming it comes in this box. So you've got your instruction sheet for assembly. It's kind of grayed out, unfortunately, but it's pretty nice. Giving you everything in a few pieces makes it really easy to put the stuff together, I'm sure. And they also give you how to put the buildings together down here on the bottom. They're just fold together. So, ooh, nice. So this came with a couple of play mats, but also double as posters. This is really big, but it's the picture from the front of the box, so I'm not gonna be able to get the whole thing in this shot, unfortunately. But the other side is a piece of city. I'm not sure. This must be like a 4x2 or 2x2. So that's cool, and looks like this would be the other section of it, I assume. and the back side has the exact same image on it, but let's open this up so you can kind of see the... Actually, never mind, it's not the exact same image. It's the image from the front of the rulebook, just in a really huge scale. It's very cool. So then the other side is more cityscape with a basketball court on the middle of it. It's kind of interesting. So that's very cool. You get some basic play mats right out of the box to play on. So they have another thing that came in there, and this is kind of telling you they got, you know, they're advertising their friends, which is good. They got these guys that showing you how to, they sell foam to fit your different faction stuff, telling you where you can go to get different downloads, sheets, new rules, FAQs, things like that. And they have showing you some of the new stuff coming out inside here, which is very cool, because I saw a lot of the stuff at Gen Con, and like this, the PHR Hades Super Heavy Walker is really, really, really cool looking. Like, the picture doesn't do it justice, and the way you can build it, it's all articulated so it moves. It's so cool. I have to laugh because the UCM Ferrum class drone base, the first time I saw it, I said, is that a sand crawler with a railgun launcher on the front of it, like some sort of disc shooter? And they all had a good laugh, but no, it's actually just it's a runway strip for the drones. I didn't know that at the time. But that's very cool. So that's really cool. They at least give you some pictures of stuff that you look forward to buying. And of course, here's the just showing you some of their stuff, you know, talking about their resin scenery pieces you can add to buildings to make them look a little bit fancier. So, what else do we have in the box? We have base components, plus we have a bag of legitimate sized dice, which is very cool, because usually when you get dice in these things, they're always, you know, really, really, really small. We have a tape measure. Try not to lose these. There's just some flying widget hooker-ons in there. This is a tape measure with the Hawk Gaming logo on it. That's very cool. You know, it's small, but it's got a lock on it, and it's got a keychain attachment. That's actually very cool. I know that they were talking about at Gen Con how games always give you flappy sticks, or they just expect you to go out and buy a tape measure, and they wanted to actually include a legitimate tape measure in their starter box so that new players didn't have to go out and buy a bunch of extra stuff, which is very cool. I mean, paints obviously don't come in here. Alright, so I think the rest of this is terrain, so I'm going to pull out a piece and just kind of fold it together so you can get a look at what it looks like real fast, and then I'm going to pull out the rest of the terrain, and this terrain is not going to get the best of me. So it's pre-folded just a little bit, which is nice. Just kind of do one of these, and then fold it inside, down, and oops. Okay, this terrain is getting the best of me. I will admit it. I was probably supposed to fold those edges down too. Oh well, this, you're gonna get a general idea. This is, you know, just a general. I biffed the roof a little bit, but I'm sure those will fold down. This is just kind of the terrain. I understand I didn't do a very good job putting it together there, but the fact that there's terrain in the box, it is to scale. You get, looks like 2 of this building, the brown building. They each have different roofs. Actually, they're totally different buildings. Never mind. The windows on these 2 buildings are completely different. You've got 2 grayish buildings. Again, different roofs, and the windows are different, and the fronts on them are slightly different. So there's 4 pieces of the terrain. You have this medium-sized, taller building, and the roof. The roofs are different, of course, but they just look different, so they're not going to look the exact same. That's very cool. You have this building, which should be about this size, which might be another, no, it's because this building is about this size, so that's still, you know, a story bigger than this one. I'll have to fold each of these out real fast at the end here. Do a big, oh, this looks like a biggie. So this is a skinny, tall one, and and you can see the roof, of course, but it's just kind of, that's, man, this thing looks like a fortress. And we have, what is this? This looks like some smaller, shorter buildings that are all kind of multiple buildings together, kind of like a duplex or a shop front. So that's cool. Looks like you get a couple in that size. So this one is more kind of the same thing all the way around. So let's get this out of the way for a second. So for the buildings, you have one that's about that size, or you have two that are that size. You have one that is this size. You have two that are this size. I believe, because this should be the same. Yeah, this is the same. And you have two that are you have four, it looks like, that are about this size. Yeah, so you have four of this really small short building. You have two of the, actually this is totally different, never mind. So you have one of these, one of this really tall one, you got one of this really big building, you got two of this middle size, I want to say middle ground size building. You have two of this kind of longer section one, and you've got four of this really small one. Still, you get 2, 4, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 10 pieces of terrain right out of the box, plus play mats and dice and tape measure. That's pretty good. Plus, these armies are actually decently sized, so I mean, for the price, you're getting a really good deal, because this MSRP's for $90 or $100, I believe it is. And if I'm wrong, I will have to change that. But you're still getting a really good price on this stuff. Insanely good value, especially when the one-player starter box that gives you the same thing as this, like the 3 sheets of this stuff, is $85 to $90. So you're basically paying $10 more. You're getting the full set of terrain, you're getting the rulebook, which MSRP's for $25, I think. You're getting the 2 play mats, which you might have to put those 2 play mats to eat with each other to make a full table, I'm not really sure. You're getting the templates, the tokens, you're getting all that stuff. It's a really good buy, plus the tape measure, of course, very cool tape measure. And so this has been the unboxing for Dropzone Commander. I hope you enjoyed. Oops, I should probably flip the box over. And of course, the back of the box gives you just kind of an overview of everything you get, which, you know, as I showed you, it's pretty slick. So stay tuned. In the near future, hopefully, we will start putting out some Dropzone Commander videos. So I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you are not subscribed. If you are subscribed, thank you. Like this, send it to your friends, and keep an eye on the channel for the future.